Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is back to school time, and today I'm going to share with you 7th grade curriculum that we have chosen for our family. We have decided to homeschool this year. We'll have a 5th grader, a 7th grader, and a 9th grader. But this video is all about 7th grade curriculum. We're doing a little bit of a, I don't want to call it unique because I'm sure there's lots of people that do it. But in order to play public school sports in our middle school, you just have to take one elective. Jalea is going to be taking band for her elective at the public school. And so every other day, I think they're on an A-B schedule this year. Every other day I will bring her for band. And she did it last year as well. She is in the percussion. So that will be one of her electives, but the only one that she's taking at the public school. That allows her to play public school sports and then take all of her core classes at home. So in no particular order, let's just jump in. I'm gonna start with science. This is a group subject for us. She will be doing science with her 5th grade brother. I do really love the science units from The Good and the Beautiful. We used them last year. We did chemistry, human body 1, and botany. As soon as the human body 2 is released, I will order that one. But for now, I got kingdoms and classification. I don't believe any of my children have ever done any sort of like classifying of the animal kingdom. And then ecosystems. And it comes just like this, unbound. There's a bunch of stuff, not a bunch, it's really not that hard, but there's some stuff to cut out. I always just hole punch it. I cut out the stuff that needs to be cut out, and then did get these from Amazon. It's a pouch to keep everything in that has a 3-ring binder system because there is a lot of loose stuff that goes with it. And then last year, I did not get my poop in a scoop and print off all of the worksheets that they need, like for the whole entire unit at one time. I did like the day of, and that was a little stressful. It kind of bogged us down. So I'm gonna be good this year about prepping the entire unit, all the printables, everything, all the copies I need before we start the unit. Then I just hole punch everything and I keep it in a sturdy 3-ring binder, and then the little picture sheet can go in here, and it's really nice and easy. Now for Jalea, there are lesson extensions in these, and so she will have some lesson extensions to do in these that Jericho will not do, being in 5th grade. I really only need 4 to complete the year, and so like I said, I'm gonna order human body 2, and then I think I honestly just might repeat one of the ones that we did last year. So maybe I'll save botany for the spring again, because not obviously, you could do botany in the winter, but like here in Michigan, there's like literally nothing to see except snow. Nothing grows. You could maybe do the pine tree needles or something, but there's no plants to be had. And I really do think it makes the lessons a lot better if they can go sit outside and like see the plants and all that. So anyway, I've got 3 from last year to choose that we can do like a really good review on if we need to, because I think that will like cement it more for them to go through it again. So that's tentatively my plan, unless the kids just really find one of the other units that they want to do, then I would go ahead and order that one. Next up is handwriting. All of my kids need help handwriting. They're kind of like Jason and I. Jason and I have terrible handwriting. Not terrible, I don't like my handwriting at all. One of the reasons why I use lots of stickers in my planner, because I just don't like my handwriting. So you can see this is level 6. Just some of it's cursive and, I think it's cursive and printing. Yep, it has both. So she will just do 1 page a day, probably along with her language arts. She'll just do 1 a day. and that should get her through the whole book. Now, speaking of language arts, we are doing The Good and the Beautiful again. I love The Good and the Beautiful language arts. It's probably my favorite part of all of their curriculum. Disclaimer, the creator of The Good and the Beautiful is Mormon. I'm not Mormon, I am Christian. And so some people have issue with that, but she very clearly states that her curriculum is a non-denominational Christian curriculum. And I have found that to be very true. She has a whole board of educators that help develop the curriculum, and they come from all different Christian faiths. And they use the New King James Version of the Bible to quote scripture. I have never found anything in any of the curriculum contrary to the Bible. So do your own research. I'm totally confident in using it. So I got Jalea level 6. Now The Good and the Beautiful, aside from math might match up with the public school grade level, don't quote me on that, but the language arts does not match up. It can, but it doesn't match up with grade level. So she did level 5 last year, and so I just moved her up to level 6. And there are course assessments that you can, assessment tests that you can take to see where your child should be. And I actually started all of the kids one level below their grade, because none of them had ever done any of the sentence diagramming or any of that sort of thing, which I don't think they teach that in the public school anymore, at least not in the younger grades. I don't think that they do. So something fun about language arts is language arts in The Good and the Beautiful is art, geography, and English, basically, and reading. So it covers a number of different subjects all in the same lesson. You do one lesson a day. That's her course book, and for whatever reason, level 6 comes with an answer key. And so this is for me to check over her work. And the way that I do it is I check over their work with them and have them make changes so that they understand it right there. I don't grade it a week later, give them a grade. We go over it, we check it, we make corrections so that they actually learn where their mistake was. It also comes with a level 6 reader, so her course book will tell her what pages to read every day. And then this I actually had to buy separate because they were out of it on their website, but Little Lord Fauntleroy, they will use this, she will use this inside of the level 6. In addition, there is always a section for, I believe, personal reading, because even though they have their reader, there is, let me just double check that, make sure that there is, because I think some of the levels, so Little Lord Fauntleroy is her book for a while, her personal reading book, along with the personal reader. So I don't believe I have to pick out any additional books for her as part of the language arts curriculum. Of course, she is always reading something on her own anyway. Then you need grammar and geography flashcards. I still had them from last year. And so they do have a newer version, I believe. Some of the graphics were just updated or whatever, but I left them in these cute little packages because I wanted to show you. So Journey did this without me even asking last year. But this one is Geography Mastered. So those are all the ones that she mastered last year. This is Geography More Practice. And then she must have mastered all of the grammar because those are all in the grammar. I will be getting some sort of box to keep these in or something, just to keep them a little more contained, but they spend a couple minutes every day as part of their language arts curriculum going through those flashcards. Okay, now we are using teaching textbooks for math. I had all of the kids go through the free trial. I downloaded it's an app. I downloaded all of their previous grade levels and had them go through the whole trial. I think it's 14 or 15 lessons that you get for free just to try. All of them liked it. It's very interactive. It keeps all the grades for you, it keeps all the tests for you, and really the price point is really, really good, I feel, for what you get for it. So all of them will be doing that online. She will be doing 7th grade math through teaching textbooks. The last core subject for her is history, and this is another group subject for us. So it's 5th, 7th, and 9th. Actually, we all do history together. We did it last year. Last year we did year 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. And the only reason we did that, you don't have to start with year 1, but we chose year 4 because it had a lot of the civil rights movement stuff in it that we just personally wanted to cover last year. So then I just decided to like go back around, complete the cycle, and then do year 1 this year. All of the years come with some sort of game. This year it looks like a board game. My kids like to do the games. They're not necessary, they're always optional. But then here is the year 1 course book. It has little sections that you read to them. It has sections that they read to you. And then also online, there is a student workbook that you print off. It's just a PDF. So I will print those off when we get ready to start school, and each of them will have a workbook to do along with the course book. It also comes with this beautiful book of maps and images. So it has some stories. It's the big book of history stories. It has lots of pictures, lots of maps, and I think the kids are really gonna enjoy going through this. Along with that, I got the book pack, the Read Aloud book pack that goes with year 1. And so there's 4 of them, all different levels. This is actually 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th level readers. I will read these out loud to the kids. Sometimes we'll pass the book around and they'll take turns reading paragraphs, but Boy of the Pyramids is one of them. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if this is the Saracen Steed. I don't know, the font is a little bit hard to, or Saragan, I don't think it's a G, I think that's a C. Saracen, we'll see. 3 gold doubloons. I like saying it like the pirates. Remember that, what was that little Disney show? Jake and the Neverland Pirates, you know, when they would say the doubloons. And then Through the Wall. All of these, I usually do the lesson first, and then sometimes I will let them work on their workbook while I am reading the book that we're currently in, while I'm reading that out loud to them. So that's all her core subjects. Now, I did get some supplemental stuff. Lots of ladies call this their morning basket. I don't call it a morning basket. We just do it, I guess, right before our group subjects. I will say history and science, we alternate days. So one day is history, the other day is science, and we do it in the morning with everybody. We will just have to see with Journey's schedule with the high school what time of the day we do it, but we will do that all together. Now, lots of times when you're homeschooling multiple children, there's times when you don't want to release them to go do whatever. You know, you want them to stay at the table, but you can't help them right away or do their individual work with them right away. So I got this whole volume, answer books for kids, and there are 8 books, and literally all it is answers from kids, questions from kids, and then they have answered it with a Bible verse. So this question is, if Satan was an angel and turned bad, does that mean there are other bad angels? That's a question from Jaden. And so it says, that gives a verse in Revelation, and then it says everything that the Bible says about it and explains an answer for that question. That's totally something that Julia is capable of reading through herself. If I can get it back in there. And so those are just supplemental. We will use them whenever. This book I will be going through all of the kids with, actually. So it says good pictures, bad pictures, porn-proofing today's young kids. Our kids don't have a lot of free reign on the internet, but sadly, I don't think that they're going to make it to adulthood without stumbling upon something very inappropriate or pornography on the internet. And it makes me super sad to even say that. But that is the world that we're living in today. And letting them have zero internet access is not possible either, because they do need to know how to use it. They need, you know, when they graduate, they need to know how to use it for a job, for college, for whatever. So it's just like chapter 1 says what's pornography, and it goes through, and then it said there's a let's talk section. So why is it important to keep private parts private? What different feelings can seeing pornography cause? And what are the 3 ways pornography can hurt my brain? And I really do like, they explain what an addiction is. They explain the brain connection between an addiction. Chapter 3 says my feeling brain, and then chapter 4 is my thinking brain. So I'm gonna take, it might be a little bit juvenile for the girls, but I'm gonna take all 3 of them through it. And also, if they stumble upon something, for them to know what to do, which our answer is immediately turn it off and come tell us. That's our answer to that. So anyway, I'm gonna do that with all 3 of them. Then one of her electives that she's gonna be doing with Jericho, this is called the Fallacy Detective. And 38 lessons on how to recognize bad reasoning. So basically it's all about critical thinking. It's about how you should research and think about all angles before you form an opinion. Knowing how to research well, like how to know if, you know, just because it's on the internet or in a book doesn't mean that it's the truth. So I'm gonna take her and Jericho through that. And then I got her a Christian gratitude journal. I actually got her the same one as Jericho, and I got a different one for Journey that's a little bit older, and I was gonna exchange it and swap them out. And I just decided, I asked Julia, and she's like, I don't care, I'm fine with this one, so I'm just gonna keep it. Really simple. Today I thank the Lord for 1, 2, 3. Today I will strive to be. It has a Bible verse, and then a little place where they can write the blessings the day has brought me. So I just think that's probably a good practice just to get in the habit of. Okay, last thing. I love, love, love these books, okay? I'm gonna decorate with these books. These are just supplemental, but they are so beautiful. It's the Welcome to the Museum series, okay? So beautiful. This one is Animalium. It's basically like going to the museum in a picture book. So the quality of the book is beautiful. The pages are so nice. They're beautiful drawings. And I just think it is like the coolest thing in the world. Now, disclaimer, like the beginnings of the books, this one might even say it. The beginning of the book says like millions of years ago or something. Yeah. It basically, not everything in here is going to line up with our Christian worldview, which is fine. I bought it for the pictures and the information, basically. I didn't buy it to help form my kids' worldview. There is one book I did not get. I think it was like The Origins of Man or something, because I for sure knew that that was not going to add up for our Christian worldview. But this one's called Historium. And I think there's even a couple more I can get. I got all the ones I could that Amazon had available. All about fungus. This one is about botany. And we can use these for history. We can use these for science. And they're just the coolest books ever. So I can see using this, again, if I need them to do something, I can tell them to go pick out a book and try to freehand draw and color something and label the parts. Totally cool. And then this one is about anatomy. I can't really say these words, but I really like this one. I especially like how the anatomy is very like chill. That's not the right word, but appropriate. The anatomy is like drawings and it's very appropriate. It's not like anything crazy. So that is all of Julia's 7th grade curriculum. I'm very excited. I think we have a good mix of stuff here. She's gonna learn a lot. And then, like I said, she's doing band, and then she'll be able to play basketball. Right now is the only school sport I think she's gonna do, but she'll be able to do that through the public school system. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I am waiting on a couple more things for my 9th grade curriculum what we're using for 9th grade, so that will be coming. If you have not checked out my 5th grade curriculum video, I'll try to put a little eye thingy right there. Sometimes I can figure it out, sometimes I can't. But I will also have everything that I can find links for. I will have all of this linked in the description box in case you want to go check it out. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.